Yo, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins game review. We have some huge news. The Twins are one win or Cleveland loss away from the division title. That is right. The magic number is 1. And the White Sox are doing their job right now. They are leading 4-1 at the time of this recording. I had to bring out the jersey. I had to wear the hat today. This is an exciting day. The first time since what? How long? That's right. Almost 10 years. Is it 10 years technically? 2010? Would that be the 10th year? It doesn't matter. It's been a long time waiting, and finally we can dethrone Cleveland, but that's a whole different video. We're gonna make that later. Right now the Twins won 5-1, and if the White Sox can hold on, that'll be a wild celebration in and of itself. So we took care of our business today. Dobnik got the win. Verhagen got the loss. He did not actually start the game, but he was the one who gave up the home runs today. Couple of home runs by Arraez, Rosario. That was huge, and ultimately we took this game, as I mentioned, 5-1. We out-hit them 9-2. That's right, 9-2. Dobnik pitched amazing. Duffy pitched great. May and Littell did their jobs. Everybody worked today. This was fantastic. So we also made 2 errors. That was really bad, and that's the only reason they scored 1 run in the first place. But we're going to let that slide, and we're just going to go through this. So I'm watching this Cleveland game right here, so it's a little distracting. But Dobnik, we're going to start with him today. Absolutely incredible. 6 innings, 1 hit baseball, 1 run. Were both errors made, I think, when he was at the plate or when he was pitching? I think so. But 6 strikeouts, no walks. I mean, this guy was lights out today, and that's what he needs to do. You know, more than likely, we've seen him start a lot of games, right? More than likely, the Twins are going to roll with 4 starters in the playoffs. Dobnik looks like he is going to be that 4th starter. I'm not opposed to that. I've talked about it before here on the channel, but that's what it seems like. He could even be the number 3 starter. Who really knows at this point? But it looks like Dobnik's going to be thrown into that rotation, and that's exactly what he needs to do, is pitch like he did today against a really bad team, against really good teams. I mean, there's not a lot that goes into it, right? It's like you pitched good, and you did well against a bad team. Go replicate that, please, against a good team, and that's all you can ask for, right? And if he can do exactly what he did today, he's going to mow down the Yankees because they are such a power-heavy lineup. Boom, swing and miss stuff. That's all this guy throws. It is absolutely incredible. So the first inning is when they scored their only run, just like yesterday. And we didn't actually score until the 7th inning, just like yesterday. I mean, this was almost a carbon copy of the day before. And you know what? They got us in the first inning because of an error. Like I said, it was an unearned run. They got us. We got the first 2 outs pretty easily. Cabrera reaches on a fielder's error by Polanco, and the next guy doubles. Now, it was a very close play at home. Miguel Cabrera has like 0 speed, right? If he had like -1 speed, you know, if he had 2 speed, if he had 1 speed, you know what I'm saying? 1 less speed, he would have been out at home plate. But they got the run. And we were down for a long time. I mean, we went down 1-2-3 in the first. We went down 1-2. Luis Arraez, goodness sakes. He gets a single, but we struck out. Everybody struck out. They struck out the side in the second. I'm having real trouble with my words. I'm just so excited tonight. But 3rd inning, we got a single. Nothing happened. 4th inning, we lead off with a double. Nothing happens. 5th inning, we get a walk. Nothing happens. 6th inning, Polanco leads off with a single. Nothing. And finally, in the 7th inning, Miguel Sano walks. We know how much leadoff walks. I mentioned the walk just a second ago, but leadoff walks, that is really important because then Luis Arraez got a curveball. I mean, how could I paint a picture for you? He put it right over the middle of the plate. I could have hit a home run off of that. That was, no disrespect to Luis Arraez, but that is awful pitching right there. You just hung an incredible hitter, an absolute perfect curveball. See you later. That one was a no-doubter in any stadium, maybe 2 stadiums. I mean, goodness sakes, that thing flew off the bat. It was like halfway up the bleachers in right field. And right field, I think, it's pretty deep in Detroit, isn't it? It's kind of like the Twins, right? Like 330, 340, something like that out there. That is incredible, though. It was an absolute shot, and we took the lead. That was our first runs of the game. We took the lead 2-1. That was enough, but we ended up getting more. I mean, in the 8th inning, we had 3 runs. Polanco gets a triple. Now, this triple was awesome because it looked like Polanco was going to, like, maybe stop at second, kind of coasted in there. No, he turned on the jets and kept going. It was a closer play than I would have liked to see, but he got in there under the tag. 7 triples for him now in the season. Good for him. That set up Nelson Cruz. A single drives in Polanco, and Eddie Rosario gets a hold of one. Line drive just clears the wall, probably by a good 10, 12 feet, but that just cleared the wall. And I mean, it definitely had the distance, but like the height. It was a line drive shot. Just clears the wall. 32nd home run of the year. Luis Arraez, he hit his 4th. But that put us at 299. The Yankees, they were getting no hit through the 6th inning of their game, or into the 6th inning. I'm not sure exactly what that is right now. Can we see up here, I guess? They are losing 3-0 right now, which helps us if you're rooting for Cleveland and not be in the playoffs. But also the home run ranking is tied now, 299 apiece. And they're in the bottom of the 7th inning, so they only have 6 more outs to get one more today. Otherwise, it's going to be a race for 300 tomorrow. I really wanted 300 today, but you know what? I guess you live another day, right? I mean, you just got to be happy with what happened and live another day. So yeah, I mean, that was absolutely incredible. It all started with Dobnak, right? Like I mentioned, 6 innings, 1 hit baseball. The only hit that he gave up was the 1st inning double. That's it. That is it. He did give up another error, as I mentioned, but that was it. Incredible. Absolutely incredible job today. Duffy, he pitched great too. I mean, like, he had 2 strikeouts in his 3 outs of work, and the 1 double that they got off of him, it was with 2 strikes, and the guy literally just pushed it just past the first base bag. You couldn't do anything about it. He jammed him, did everything he could, and it still found the outfield. It just happened. That was it. That was all the hits of the game. I mean, that was all the hits for Detroit. And that was great. I mean, because May came in, did his job. Eddie Rosario had a circus catch out in right field. That was fun. Littell did really good in his last inning of work. No strikeouts for either one, May or Littell, but hey, we don't need strikeouts. I mean, that's what Duffy's for, right? Duffy is the guy who gets strikeouts. I mean, Romo, I guess, Rogers, they can get strikeouts. Not everybody needs to strike out. You got to give your defense a little work. And, May and Littell, they're really good at getting just weak contact. That's really important. And, May can blow it by guys, right? I'm not saying that he can't. But definitely, take what you can get. If you're going to get weak contact, fly balls, take it. Because that's what we need in the playoffs, right? Strikeouts against good teams like the Astros, they're not going to happen a lot. Maybe the Yankees because they're more of a power team. But, that's just one obstacle that we have to face, right? Because once you get to the Astros, once you get to the Dodgers or whoever in the World Series, if we make it that far, you're going to have good teams. You're just going to have to find a way to get outs. So a really solid game. I mean, the top of the lineup did their work tonight, right? Garver 0 for 5. He slumped tonight. It's fine. It happens. Polanco, though, 2 for 5. He had that big triple, scored the run. Cruz scored the run on 2 for 4 night. I mean, he scored a run. Polanco scored a run, Rosario scored a run, Sano scored a run, Arraez scored a run. All 5 of those guys line up next to it like boom, 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 boom. That's great. I mean, that just tells you the consistency, and especially of that 3rd inning, or the 8th inning where we scored 3 runs, it was just hit, 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 just like that. And that's what scored us a couple of runs. Home runs also helped. But, yeah, Cruz went 2 for 4 tonight, had the RBI and the run. Rosario 1 for 4 tonight with his 2-run home run. Sano 0 for 3, but did get walked and scored the run. Of course, that was the biggest walk of the game because it was the leadoff walk that allowed us to score the two runs off of Arraez's home run, where he went 2 for 3 with 2 runs, or 2 RBIs and a run as well. The rest of the guys, Cron got a hit tonight. I don't know what we're gonna do with him because he was in pain with his hand. So I hope he's okay. Lamar came in Lamar started in center field. He went 0 for 1, but made a really nice diving catch. Wade went 0 for 2 with a walk. Scope went 1 for 3, and Miller 0 for 1. Hope Miller gets another chance here in the next 4 games if we clinch, and hopefully he can get his first major league hit. But a solid game tonight. Again, maybe not the most exciting, but we won. The only question I have for you guys is, I hope you guys stayed around for the rest of the video, but the only question I have for you is, I know our bats come alive late. Yes, that's just something that happens, but are you a little worried because it's Detroit and we were struggling, for that long? Or is it just like, hey, we are a late inning team. We just got to get runs when we can, right? I'm personally not worried. I think, our bats come alive when they need to. That's what's important. Doesn't matter if it's Detroit, Kansas City, the White Sox, or even if it's Cleveland, the Astros, or the Yankees, right? If we can get hits when we need to, that's what's important. That's what we did in the 7th and 8th inning. I don't look at it as, I'm a little bit scared that we only scored 5 runs or they came in the late innings against a bad team like Detroit. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I want to know what you guys think specifically about that. And we'll just wait to see what happens tonight with Cleveland and the White Sox. This is going to be fun. I'm going to get even more excited here in the next hour or so by watching this game, and hopefully we could just sit back and enjoy the rest of the season and make a run in the postseason. This is going to be so much fun, guys. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys hopefully tonight for another view. And the White Sox just scored again. This is great. So see you then.